We're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. First, let me apologize. Carla's Corner today. I don't know how they're doing it down there, pouring rain, but today is Apple Festival setup day. So Carla had to go down and set up for the Apple Festival. That's why there was no Carla's Corner this morning. We apologize for not letting you know, but it's Apple Festival setup day. Now, during the time, I don't know if, during the time that Michael is going on right now in the devastation, if it's appropriate for me to announce this, but it looks as though it's going to be an absolutely beautiful weekend as this storm passes through for Apple Festival here in Georgia. Now, I know you are interested in me going, you want to talk about, because the networks are talking about how inappropriate it is for Trump to do a campaign rally in Pennsylvania while a devastating storm goes through Florida. I know that. You want to talk about the UN. You want to talk about the stock market dropping 800 points yesterday. All of those seem to be very important things to the mainstream media that has you glued to the TV with the next sensationalized story. We're going to stay focused. I know for me, it sounds strange, but I've not lost my direction. Now, from show to show, I may lose the direction every once in a while, having a little fun, get sidetracked, but our main direction has never changed of giving information. That's why I'm sorry to say it, and it sounds arrogant. This is a great show. I understand. So, oh my God, well, I'm the only one doing the show, so what are you saying? We work hard here. I mean, the staff here works hard. They put up stuff. They look for pictures for me. They look for things for me. They help me every morning. This is a good show. Now, let's go to that one graphic I asked you to just find here. Okay, that is the National Democrat Redistricting Committee. Is that what that says, Josh? Because I don't have my glasses. Okay, so that's the National Democrat Redistricting Committee. Okay? Now, if you're new to the show, well, let me show you first who the National Democrat Redistricting Committee is, because if you're not new to the show, you are so tired of seeing that graphic and me yelling, watch out, here they come. But yesterday it made the big news all around, but it's been news here every day. Let's go to that video I sent you this morning, Josh.
They have used the power that they have gotten for all the wrong things. They want to keep themselves in power. They want to cater to the special interests. It is time for us as Democrats to be as tough as they are, to be as dedicated as they are, to be as committed as they are. Michelle always says, Michelle Obama, I love her, she and my wife like really tight, which always scares me and Barack. But Michelle always says that, when they go low, we go high. No. When they go low, we kick them. That's what this new Democratic Party is about. We're proud as hell to be Democrats. We're willing to fight for the ideals of the Democratic Party. We're proud of our history. We're proud of our present, and we're proud of the future that we can create for this country. And we're not in this just to make a statement. We're in this to win.
Yeah. We are in this to win at all costs. Lying, cheating, stealing. I hope nobody gets killed. I'm serious. We're here to win at all costs. I have been yelling in a megaphone about the NDRC, the National Democrat Redistricting Committee, who is joined by, the OFA, Americans for Action, Obama and Eric Holder. Eric Holder's the chairman of that. Now, I have told you it's like is it called epiphany or whatever the hell you use? It's like oh my God, look what Eric's doing. No, Eric left the White House. They've had a plan. If you were caught off by this video, now this is what it really looks like inside a Democrat radical attack training, do what you have to do meeting. Every time you hear that these are paid protesters, every time you hear that this is a laid out methodical plan and the DNC is behind it, It's all true. They have meetings like this on how to attack you, how to do what they have to do. We kick them. We need to do anything. They want to keep control. Eric Holder, and I'll make it brief so I'm not preaching to the choir, but Eric Holder left, gave it to Loretta Lynch. Oh, there's a story in itself. 2 years before Barack Obama left. Why? To set things up, to move forward. They knew. Go back and look at Eric Holder when he said Barack. Go Google this. It'll make your day. Google when Eric Holder said Barack was going to get back into politics, that Barack was going to get back on. Oh, it's a long time ago. We played it here. Eric Holder told us Barack was coming back in. And then just 2 weeks ago, well, in an unusual turn of events, a former president usually does not get involved in campaign like this. No, Eric Holder told you 2 years ago Barack was coming back in immediately with Trump, right? Go Google it. But Eric Holder there, we kicked them. So let me tell you, they are pushing through Georgia. They want the redistricting bad. Now, I don't have time to read the article, but Democrats aim for big gains in state legislatures. That's at 6 a.m. this morning by Reed Wilson on the Hill. They are working to do anything to try to regain state houses. I told you yesterday, I know folks are tired of hearing it, but I told you, Republicans do not have the supermajority needed in the state legislature of Georgia to override a governor's veto. And they may take a couple more seats in Georgia. Well, I told you yesterday, if anybody tells you, well, if Stacey Abrams was, if your resolve is, if you're content with, if you're even talking in a circle this way, you are so wrong. I mean, you are completely wrong no matter how mad you are. If anybody is talking and says, well, if Stacey Abrams becomes governor, Republicans still hold the House and the Senate in the state of Georgia. Big mistake. Because guess what? Republicans can only send, you're going to have the same crossover day. All right, that's when the state Senate's legislation, okay, that's when the state Senate's legislation goes over to the House and vice versa. It's crossover. And then you're going to have sine die, right? It's got to be done that night or by midnight by the Georgia State Constitution, or it's over. You're going to have all that, right? It'll still be the same, and Republicans will hold both houses, right? Wrong. Guess what? The governor of Georgia sends down the agenda they would like to accomplish in the legislative session. Now the Senate and the House, being both Republicans, already know that their hands are tied, that if they say no, completely no, they don't compromise, they don't work with this governor in any way, whatever they send gets vetoed, okay? And then voters, not paying any attention, don't know how things work, I know I'm getting in trouble, say, well, Stacey Abrams vetoed it. Why don't you override her veto? Because we don't have a supermajority. We can't override the governor's veto because we don't have, a supermajority. What's that? We're telling you now. All right, anyhow, there's several takeaways in that. All right? Not we will kick them. When they're low, we will kick them. Because we know that. The New Democrat Party. Did you hear that in there? The New Democrat Party? That is the socialist Democrats. They are all socialist. If they do not campaign like socialists, they will beat into submission if they are elected and get lockstep with the New Democrat Party. So if you're out there and you've always been a Democrat, let's say you're 60 and older. Let's just go there. All right? Keep in mind, you're making a decision if you want to follow what they call the New Democrat Party. The lowest of the low, the liars, they will be in charge. Now, a couple things here. I want to do just for quickly, let's go back to number 30. That's Eric Holder. And they're in Georgia fighting, with Obama fighting, okay? Number 30. So Stacey Abrams comes on. That's the black female Democrat candidate for governor. God knows everybody knows that now. So there's number 30. She comes on. Here's number 32. Democrat nominee for Georgia Governor Stacey Abrams joins Morning Joe. Gumby, a.k.a. Gumby there. Okay, let's go to 33. NBC, suppression. Critics charge Georgia GOP governor candidate purging votes before election. Okay. Let's go to 34. There's Joe. And the reason I do this, you may say, well, you just showed that picture. But they change the banner underneath. They keep the subliminal going. Oh, these are dirty, nasty, no good. This media is no good. They are the enemy of the people. I will say that with the President of the United States. Some out there, candidates maybe can't say it, don't feel comfortable, you get nervous. But let me tell you, they are the enemy of the people because they brought a side, but they did not bring the truth. Good reporting would have said, well, you know, Miss Abrams, what about your critics that say this and make her answer? Oh, no, they don't do that. Critics charge, that's number 34, critics charge Georgia governor candidate Brian Kemp purging voters before election. Okay? Setting it up. They're setting it up. I told you a long time ago, the national media will get in this election, and it's almost going to get daily now. And they're setting up the lawsuit right now. I just want to show, here's Willie, little Willie, all right, Democrat nominee for Georgia Governor Stacey Abrams joins Morning Joe. Little Willie got to ask her questions. And let's go to number 36. 36 is where they showed the poll now, statistically tied, 43-43. And let's go to 37, where the WXIA TV Survey USA poll showed Kemp up by 2. Then let's go to number 38. I'm just giving you a timeline of the show, and then we're going to break down the truth. We're going to get to Brian Kemp's statement and points of the truth here. Democrat Stacey Abrams aims to become country's first black female governor, right? Put that right under there, okay. Go, Stacey, go, right? And here is, I forget her name, one of the lefties they have on the show here. Critics charge Georgia. I'm just showing you. Let's go to number 39. Is that 39? I can't say it. Okay. I'm just showing you that everybody took their turn. Then they went back to little Willie, number 40. Okay. And that is basically Morning Joe, Stacey Abrams, and suppressing black vote in Georgia. I remind you one more time. I know this issue. Oh, gosh. I told you I was in a good mood, but I didn't know good mood would just bring my arrogance all the way to the top. But I'm going to go with it. I probably know as much about this as anyone in North Georgia. I would challenge any Democrat to come talk to me about this because I would love to talk to you. But the Democrat won't come talk to me. Trust me. Trust me. I know it. Because the minute you ask the kind of questions that need to be asked, they start getting angry. They're an angry mob. They're angry people. They get angry. They don't like the facts. As soon as you start talking the facts, I will tell you what, I like the people. Hey, I don't want to argue or fight with you, but I did a little focus group over here with 12 Democrats, and as soon as I started just treading on the facts of the Christine Blasey Ford case or accusation of alleged sexual assault of Brett Kavanaugh, all right, as soon as I started treading on the facts, if you will watch that, somebody called me, not changing gears, somebody called me and said, why did you even talk to those people? I said, it's 45 minutes. Somebody said, I watched 10 minutes and turned it off. I said, that's where the hell you people get it wrong. Learn. You know, I'm not a teacher or anything, and I'm not saying that because I'm like, you know, I'm not don't know how that sounds, but I try to bring as much stuff to kindly open people's eyes to what Eric Holder says. Watch that 45 minutes and watch as I let them make their case, and then I turn it. Watch where I turn it, and I start asking them some, just some facts that are out there, and watch them turn and get a little upset with me. Anyhow, going back, there you go, leave that up. Let's go to one with Gumby. It's better to tell the story with Gumby up there. Joe Scarborough. So let's get to the voter points here that I want to make sure of, okay? This is the claim. The claim is that Brian Kemp is blocking 53,000 voter registrations in Georgia. Abrams is lying, flat out lying to the voters in Georgia. Stacey Abrams and her left-wing friends in the media are lying to voters. There are 53,000 voter registrations pending in the Secretary of State's office, but each one of these new applicants can vote in November's general election. It won't stop them from voting. If they have applied and they're in there, okay, and they provide the proper identification, they can go vote. The 53,000 voter registrations were flagged because of what's called the New Georgia Project. Canvassers who submitted the applications. Now keep in mind, it's the New Georgia Project canvassers who submitted the applications. Now I told you when I begun the show, remember Josh, I told you it's not beyond Democrats. We've never seen these organizations do any canvassing and phony voter registrations. We've never seen it. Now pay attention, the 53,000 registered voters are flagged because of the New Georgia Project. You look up the New Georgia Project, the NGP canvassers who submitted the applications care more about the money than accuracy. They get paid. You understand, the New Georgia Project canvassers, they get paid to fill out these applications. That's why they're not done online. If they're done online, I want this to get out. I'm begging you to call people and tell people the truth about this. If a Georgia voter application is done online, okay? And this is why voter motor is screwed up on applications. If the Georgia application is done online, it will immediately tell you that it's inaccurate. Exact information is not duplicated and you need more information. But no, these are handwritten by the Georgia, don't forget, the New Georgia Project, which canvass, and these people get paid to fill these out. The New Georgia Project refuses to use the online voter registration. They will not. The New Georgia Project will not use the online voter registration. In fact, 17 of the New Georgia Project canvassers are under investigation by attorney Chris Carr. These people are under investigation. Did Joe say that this morning? Did Gumby take a minute and say, but Stacey Abrams? See, this is why the hell it's fake news. This is why the hell we have to do this. And your ass better be paying attention right now. Because I watched the 15 minutes. I watched it. Did real journalism would have talked to that candidate this morning and said, hey, can you explain the New Georgia Project? Could you tell us, is it true? They would have looked at Stacey Abrams and say, are you the one that started the New Georgia Project? Are you the one? Who is paying these canvassers to write out these voter registration forms? Who? Okay, why will you not use the online registration? Why will the New Georgia Project not use the online registration process to put them up? Huh? Why not? And are you aware, Miss Abrams, that 17 of the New Georgia Project canvassers are under investigation by the Attorney General of the state of Georgia? No, there's no journalism here. There's manipulation. There's the MSN and all of them are trying to manipulate and change the outcome of elections. I'm not surprised every damn one of them aren't Russians, because that's all I heard is Russia tried to manipulate the election, how to change the outcome of the election. And we've spent millions of dollars as taxpayers investigating that. But no, we never take a hard look at people on the left like this, MSNBC and CNN trying to manipulate and not tell the truth to the voters. Fake news. You know what the hell cracks me up here is they went on, right? They go crazy. Oh, Facebook, all these fake stories went up on Facebook before the election and targeted Michigan and targeted Pennsylvania, and they were fake stories. Well, what the hell's the difference of a Russian going on Facebook and targeting a state or targeting a district and putting up fake stories than Gumby over here on MSNBC and Facelift Minka? What's the difference in those two and their gang of crooks? Criminals and thieves, allegedly, I can't call them that. That would be wrong. But you could call them that right at home in your own chair. I'm just saying allegedly, okay? What is to say, what is the difference of them sitting at home and lying to manipulate the outcome of the district? I mean, nobody talks about these facts. Well, I guess I am. All right, so the New Georgia Project. In fact, 17 canvassers are under investigation by Attorney General. Stacey Abrams, who voted against online voter registration, she founded the New Georgia Project. She founded it. Look, you go on this morning, you're an unsuspecting white person. I had to put it that way because, damn it, everything's black and white and young and old and white women and white suburban women and Latinos. Oh my God. I mean, come on. I mean, why the hell? But if you're an unsuspecting white person out there, because you know what gets me? Oh my God. I'm in a great mood, by the way. You know what gets me is you know what? Yesterday, what blew me away is the post that I saw on Facebook, social media, was by a college kid, well, no longer a college kid, that I know very well. That shocked me that the individual shared the Associated Press's article and was very pro Stacey Abrams in saying, look, they're trying to suppress vote, and does it shock you? It's black vote. And I was blown away that this kid here put that up. So if you're an unsuspecting white person in North Georgia or wherever you may be, I got to write that down. Unsuspecting white person. I got to write that down. I got to put that. Hold on. Now, you know me. I've been making notes because I tell you what, there's another one I got on here. Let's see. Unsuspecting white person. Where did I get that at the other day? I put that down. Where's it at? Okay, maybe I can't find it now. But I said unsuspecting white person. Okay. Anyhow. So, Stacey Abrams created the problem on first. And the media know it. She created Georgia. She created the Georgia. She created the New Georgia Project. Abrams created this problem, and now she's using it to her benefit. She created this on purpose. Abrams is she's trying to outrage. She's trying to create this outrage, okay, to motivate her base and supporters. She's using fear tactics to fundraise and get out the vote. Thanks to Brian Kemp. Thanks to Brian Kemp, it's never been easier to vote in Georgia. On Wednesday, the voter rolls swelled to nearly 7 million, an all-new record. Clearly, the Kemp campaign is up against a well-funded political machine, and we've got to push back against Stacey Abrams' extreme agenda. They will do anything. Not one mention. Josh, I'm going to take a break. And when I take a break, I want you to pull up for me and try to... I'll pull it up, but I want you to try to find a logo or something we can put up for the... what did I call it? The New Georgia Project. I will take a break, but these canvassers are paid, and they will only do paper. They will only do paper registrations. Exactly. And then they turn them in and they get their money. Accuracy is not important to them. They get their money for how many they turn in. And then the Stacey Abrams created agency there, voter registration agency, turns them into Brian Kemp's office, and then turns around and screams 53,000 are on hold without telling the voters of Georgia that this project alone has 17 canvassers under state investigation right now. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be right back.